bringing home your very first cockatiel in 2026. Or you already have one and you want to make sure you're giving it the absolute best life possible. Let me tell you something real quick. Cockatiels are hands down one of the best beginner birds you can get. They're super affectionate, they love to whistle and mimic sounds, they're not as loud as bigger parrots, and they can live up to 20 to 25 years if you do things right. That's a long time to have a little feathered best friend. But here's the thing. A lot of new owners mess up in the first few months and their bird ends up stressed, unhealthy, or even worse. Today, I'm breaking down everything you need to know in 2026, updated with the latest vet-approved tips. No fluff, just real practical advice from someone who's actually keeping cockatiels. We're splitting this into 3 easy parts so you don't get overwhelmed. Part 1 is all about choosing your bird and setting up the perfect home. Part 2 is daily care and feeding. And Part 3 is bonding, training, health, and the mistakes I don't want you to make. Stick around till the end, because I've got a free checklist link in the description you can download. Alright, let's jump in. First things first, how do you even choose a healthy cockatiel? When you go to the pet shop or breeder, look for bright, clear eyes, smooth feathers that lie flat, and a bird that's active and curious, not sitting puffed up in the corner. The cirrus, that little area above the beak, should be clean, not crusty. Nails and beak should look normal, not overgrown. And please adopt from a reputable place. Avoid markets where birds are crammed together. Now, the most important purchase you'll ever make, the cage. In 2026, the minimum size most vets recommend for one cockatiel is at least 24 inches long, by 24 inches wide, by 30 inches tall. But honestly, bigger is always better. I always tell people to go for 30 inches wide minimum so your bird can stretch its wings and move around comfortably. Bar spacing should be no more than half an inch to 1 inch. Anything wider, and they can get their head stuck. Place the cage in a quiet but social part of the house. Not in the kitchen because of fumes, not right next to a window with direct sunlight that can overheat it, especially in hot places like Karachi or anywhere in Pakistan during summer. Keep it away from drafts and air conditioner vents. Inside the cage, you need at least 3 or 4 different perches of varying thickness so their feet stay healthy. Natural wood branches are the best. Add foraging toys, bells, swings, and shreddable toys. Rotate the toys every week so they don't get bored. Put the food and water dishes on the sides, not under perches so poop doesn't fall in them. And for the bottom, I use plain paper or newspaper. Easy to change daily. One more 2026 tip, consider a small full-spectrum UV bird light if your room doesn't get much natural sunlight. It helps with vitamin D and mood. Game changer for indoor birds. Diet is probably the #1 thing that separates a healthy, long-lived cockatiel from one that gets sick early. In 2026, the biggest update from older advice is this. Pellets should be 60s and 70% of their daily food. Why? Seeds are tasty. But if you only give seeds, your bird will pick out the fatty ones and miss out on vitamins. That leads to fatty liver disease and shorter life. Pellets are formulated to give complete nutrition. Brands like Harrison's, Rowdy Bush, or Supreme are solid choices. Check what's easily available locally. Give about 1/4 cup of pellets per bird every day. Then add fresh veggies and fruits every single day. Chopped spinach, kale, carrots, broccoli, apple, no seeds, pear, berries. I make a chop mix once a week and freeze portions. Super easy. Sprouted seeds are also amazing once or twice a week for extra nutrition. Just soak normal seeds overnight, rinse, and let them sprout a little. Water must be fresh and clean every single morning. Change it twice a day if possible. Now the daily routine that makes all the difference. Cockatiels need 10 to 12 hours of complete darkness and quiet for sleep. Cover the cage or put it in a dark room from around 8 to 9 p.m. to 7 to 8 a.m. This prevents night frights and keeps their hormones balanced. Bathing, they love it. Mist them gently with lukewarm water 2-3 times a week. Some cockatiels will jump into a shallow dish of water. Let them air dry in a warm room, no drafts. Out of cage time is non-negotiable. At least 2 to 3 hours every day in a bird-proof room. They need to fly, explore, and interact with you. Spot clean the cage every single day. Remove poop, old food, and wipe perches. Full deep clean once a week with bird safe cleaner or just hot water and vinegar. Temperature-wise, they're happy between 65 and 80 degrees, 18 to 27 degrees Fahrenheit. In summer in Pakistan, keep the room cool with fans, not directly on the bird, and make sure there's good airflow but no direct AC blast. If you follow this routine, your bird will be active, whistling, and bonded with you. Quick story from my own birds. When I switched from all-seed diet to mostly pellets plus fresh chop, their feathers became brighter, they became more playful, and the screaming reduced a lot. You'll see the difference in weeks. Bonding with your cockatiel is easy if you're patient. First few days, just sit near the cage and talk softly. Offer millet spray from your hand. Never force them out or grab them. That breaks trust. Once they step up willingly, you can start gentle head scratches. Most cockatiels melt for this. Teach them to whistle tunes or say simple words by repeating the same sound every day at the same time.
What are you doing?
My birds learned hello and wolf whistles in a few weeks.